Hey there, it's Andrew Bennett for Slacker Business. This is my brand new YouTube channel, and I was just telling Cliff here about it. We're helping to introduce great businesses and teaching people how to work smarter than they do hard so that they can earn an income on their own terms without having to be in the rat race and driving themselves crazy. Today I'm joined by Cliff Brooks, who's an old friend that I went to high school with a long time ago. He's working with a hot company in the health and fitness industry. Tell us about that, Cliff. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. And did you have to stress the long time ago part?
Right. Well, I
Well,
mean, that's all relative, right? I mean, it could be 5 years, it could be 10 years, could be. Is it more? It's more than that, isn't it now?
yeah, it's more than that
I'll stop right there. I'll
now.
stop right there. Okay. Well, welcome anyway. My first question I wanted to ask you is just to give us a little background about how you got into business with your company, and I've yet to even say what that company is, but tell me a bit about the Body by Vi Challenge.
Well, Body by Vi Challenge is the #1 health and fitness platform in North America, and now we just expanded over into the UK. So it's quickly becoming the #1 health and fitness challenge over there. Pretty much in a nutshell, I help people lose weight, get in better shape, put on some muscle, or improve their overall nutrition 90 days at a time. And if somebody's interested, you can make money doing this as well. And it's what better way to make money than helping other people?
Right, and that leads to the elephant in the room, which I like to get out of the way right away, is that uh, this company is an MLM. For those who don't know, that's multi-level marketing. Why did you choose, out of all the companies you can work with that are in that industry, why did you choose to work with Vi?
Well, the ViSalus products is what actually got me to look at the challenge. A friend of mine was telling me about how she was able to lose her baby weight after her first child, and as I continued to watch and pay attention, um, just because I'm a health and fitness person, I've always been in the gym. 60 days after she had her baby, she was back into her. Actually, she was smaller than when she had her child, so I figured, I want to lose a little bit of weight myself. Let me take a look at it. And then as I started using the products, I realized that this was something that I could use and I could help other people with. And I started promoting the challenge, and that was about a year ago, and I'm more than happy with the company and my results from my previous challenges.
Awesome. And I think that's powerful because a lot of times people that get involved in network marketing or MLMs, they go into it and their first motivation is money. But when you really love the product and the product actually is so good that like sharing it with people is sort of what you're doing instead of selling, it makes it much easier, don't you think?
Well, my main reason behind doing all of this wasn't because I just wanted to help people. They always tell us when you get started in an MLM, you need to have a why that makes you cry, or what we call a desperate why. My father passed away from a stroke because of his health habits. Every day he drank Pepsi, ate Popeye or Pizza Hut, and at 54 years old, he had a stroke. I mean, he wasn't in bad shape, but he just wasn't in the condition that we were hoping that he would always improve and start working out with us again and going to the gym, because he always talked about it. So for me, I know what that's like, and I know how it tore up myself and my family and what it did to us. And at my age, I just turned 35. So yes, Andy, it was a long time ago that we were in high school together. And I know what it's like to lose a parent at 30 years old. And couldn't even begin to imagine what it would be like for anybody else to lose a parent, because I know it's a hole that's left inside me that's never going to be filled. And a lot of my kid friends are having kids, and what happens if one of those my friends that are my age passes away, and one of their little kids that's 4 or 5 years old has to deal with not having a mom or not having a dad. And I know what it did to me at 30. I couldn't imagine what it would do to a kid at 5 years old.
Yeah, that's powerful, and I didn't know that about your father actually. So I'm sorry to hear that, but I can say that I've just at 33, I'm a young man uh, over here compared to you. Uh, but I've just had my first child, and that you really don't get it until you get it. That it's not just about you, it's also about your family. It's about feeling better, it's about feeling good. And people that say, "Oh, I'm going to do it tomorrow, I'm going to start next week." It's like, no, you need to start now. Like, now is the time to do it. So I really appreciate that about this ViSalus stuff, and when I see people, you and other people posting on Facebook, I appreciate the fact that you're doing something now and you're not waiting. So I think that's really powerful, and that kind of leads to my question. My next question: What makes the Body by Vi challenge really stand out from others in that industry?
Well, the reason why, it's actually going to take me a couple minutes to describe this to you. If you were to take a piece of paper and draw a line on the piece of paper, a horizontal line, and on the left side you were to write fast food, burgers, beer, anything along the convenience foods, that's what most people are used to eating, just because nutrition is not a real big thing on most people's daily list. You know, it's convenience and eat something fast. That's why we're almost at 70% obesity rate in this country. And on the opposite side, if you were to write twigs and berries, wheatgrass, anything along those lines that are supposed to be from the earth, really helpful things that most people say have no taste to them. So if they start a diet that way, they're not going to stick with it. So they do it for about a week or two, and they're like, oh, I can't eat this anymore because I'm so used to having everything that's full of sugar and anything else that makes it taste better. So the reason why the challenge has been able to take off and been so effective is because it's centered around a meal replacement shake. And our billion-dollar idea was a meal replacement shake that tastes like a cake, birthday cake actually. So when you can mix anything that you want with it, we have 1,000 different recipes in our recipe guide. So when you actually are taking the challenge, you don't have to have the same thing twice. And Andy, I know that you work out, so you've been victim to buy a big tub of vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, maybe a cookies and cream, maybe a mint, and then you've got to take those over and over and over and over every single day, and you get sick of it and never finish your whole container. Well, for us, we don't have that issue because you can make different things. So the way it starts off with is you take one person, you give them a shake, and they're like, this is doable, I can try this, because, you know, it tastes good. It tastes like I'm cheating when I'm actually getting a shake. So let's take a 90-day challenge, and somebody wants to lose, let's say, 50, 60 pounds. So after their first month, just drinking 2 shakes a day, they start to look at they step on the scale and they're down anywhere between 5 and 10 pounds. Oh, by the way, when you lose 10 pounds with us, you are able to enter our Project 10 drawing, which allows you to win $1,000 for losing 10 pounds or putting on 10 pounds of muscle. We give away $10,000 every week to 10 people, 1,000 to 5 guys and 1,000 to 5 women, just for participating in Project 10. And on top of that, we donate 30 shake meals to an overweight child through a charity whenever someone finishes their Project 10 by losing that 10 pounds or gaining that 10 pounds. So on top of that, let's say at the end of the first month, I'm sorry, they're 10 pounds down. So now they're going to do something a little different. So let's say they go to Subway and are trying to eat healthy because they saw the Jared commercials. So now while they're at Subway, they're eating healthier, and instead of getting the chips and a drink, let's say they might get the apples and some water. So what they do is now after 2 months, now they're 20 pounds down. And then after the 3rd month, you know, they're continuously doing this, and now they're drinking more water throughout the course of the day. They're eating healthier. They're actually having snacks of the day that are good for them, as opposed to going to the vending machine at work and getting a Snickers bar, or going to, and instead of getting a Coke or a Diet Coke, they get water and they drink that throughout the course of the day. So at the end of their first challenge, after 90 days, they're down somewhere between 30 and 40 pounds. So now they're excited and like, wow, I did all of this just by drinking a shake. So let me try a little bit more. So they get up off their couch and go walk around their neighborhood. And now, after their 4th month, they're another 10 pounds down. After that, they decide, well, you know what, I'm going to do something I haven't done in a long time. I'm going to go to the gym. So now, after another month in the gym, they're now 50 pounds down. And then let's say their last 6 months, now what happens is they're having some results at the gym, but now they want to improve even more. So what do? They get a personal trainer. So after 6 months, now you're down about 60 pounds or so. And it's not because of just drinking this miracle milkshake that's helped you lose the weight. The challenge is based on that idea of being a healthy gateway to a healthier conscience, because what you're doing now is that shake has progressively allowed you to lose weight, and as you lose weight, you feel better about yourself, and as you feel better about yourself, you want to do more, and as you do more, you progressively get in better shape. So that's the difference, is why our challenge has been able to take off and has so productive with everybody, and everyone's seeing results on it. Plus, we have a 90-day money-back results guarantee that if you're not happy, we give you your money back.
Yeah, that's great, and I could see where you were going with that, and what it basically is it's like, you give, you're trying to catch a mouse and get this person to be healthy, right? So it's like,
Hmm.
what do mice like? You give them a little piece of cheese, and they sort of they're like, I really like cheese, but I don't know, this is risky. I've never done this before. So they're slowly incorporated into a healthier lifestyle with the power of a great tasting shake. And I can say I can relate to what you're saying, because I have been that guy with my vanilla whey protein and my whey protein
Hmm.
gas, and just suffering, feeling sick of the same old protein again and again. So I think that's really awesome. And I would love to try the shakes myself. It sounds like such a great idea. I like the fact that you start people off really simply, and you sort of are bringing them into a healthier lifestyle. I think that's really really cool. Um, the last thing that I really wanted to ask you, because you pretty much answered my question without psychically, without even knowing, about what you love about the products. But I do have a question that just occurred to me. Are there other products besides the meal replacement shakes?
Oh, we have lots of products. Well, let me tell you this about myself personally. Over the past year, I have lost 30 pounds of fat and put on 25 pounds of lean muscle. And I'm in the process of trying to get in shape for a physique show that I'm going to do at the beginning of next year. So not only am I just talking about the challenge, but I actually actively live it every single day. And some of the other products that we have everything is a healthy version of, we have an energy shot for pre-workout. We have, it's called Go. It's a great taste, and it actually is really good. Gives you energy without any jitters and crash. We have what we call Nutri Cookies. So those are our version of a protein bar. So pretty much we tell people that we get in shape by drinking milkshakes and eating cookies. And as hard as that is to believe, it actually is what we do.
Yeah, yeah, and I mean it works because things have come so far. It's like the shakes taste so good now. It's like, you feel like you said, like you're having dessert, like you're not getting healthy, but you actually are. So it's like a nice way of sort of tricking yourself into getting healthy and fit. But that's
One,
awesome about losing all that weight. I knew that you were getting into shape, but I didn't realize. I guess I'm so used to seeing pictures of you getting into shape that I didn't realize that you were out of shape. So so now you sort of like recreated yourself in my mind, at least, and in reality, obviously, which is great. The other thing I wanted to give you an opportunity to do was just to tell people a little bit about, for example, there's two sides to your business. There's the products, which are obviously great, and then there's finding people to build your teams that want to work with you, that want to earn income. So how can someone get in touch with you if they wanted to get started with ViSalus?
well, you could do a couple of things. My website is www.clif, the number one, BROOKS, the number one, period, body, by.com. Or you can send me an email at cliff, CLIF, ViSalus, VISALUS, at gmail.com. And my phone number is 703-431-2029. Always looking to reach out and connect with like-minded people.
Awesome, yeah, and what I'll do is I'll include that information below this video, so that if people didn't catch it, they can get it and get in touch with you if they wanna check out the products, or if they wanna try to earn some money and sort of boost their income on their own terms with you there. So, Cliff, I want to say thanks for a great interview. This was fun, and I really appreciate it. So,
Well,
thank
thank
you.
you for having me. I greatly appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And remember to partner with Cliff by clicking the link below in the video or getting in touch with him with the info that he gave you. You can head over to his page and check out the challenge and the amazing ViSalus products. That's it for us for now. For Slacker Business, this is Andrew Bennett saying, remember to work smarter than you do hard. Have a great day. Bye, Cliff.
Take care, Andy.